Proverbs 8. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Top said, what are you reading today? I said, Proverbs, because it's just yummy. Now, there's a lot of topics that I really want to talk about. And so in the coming months of this year, I'm going to be digging deep in some juicy topics. And I think this is just going to develop into an amazing show. I love good tea for life. What y'all think? Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday. How about I woke up and thought it was Sunday? I was a little confused. I was lounging in my bed. I'm gonna just be real. I was like in the bed, the covers is white, and I was just chilling. And I was like, chilling. And then for some reason, I thought it was Sunday. And then I went, oh no, it's Monday morning. Good morning. Get your tea or cafe. And let's get into it. Good morning. Hey, what's up? Good morning, Yvonne, Cynthia, Lakeisha. I love it. You guys are awesome. So thank you for logging on. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. And this segment this morning is called Good Tea for Life. Listen, this is what we created as a community. I love this segment because we created it and because it really does help us out. Here's what's awesome. When I watch the replays, and I like to look and inspire myself. And this show is literally me going through my self-inspiration and sharing it with you guys. So I am not the ultimate answer person, right? But I'm just kind of letting you guys in on my personal stuff that I do with myself. And it's really fun to have you guys involved as well and to, work through the word together. So here's the deal. Even if you don't believe in Jesus, you don't believe in the Bible. At the end, I was thinking, because some people, they're like, oh, we don't believe in the Bible. I'm atheist, whatever. What I will say is this about the Bible. For all of those who are watching are like, I'm not churchy. Because I'm not churchy. I'm extremely spiritual. I love Jesus, okay? And I respect whoever you love, whatever. But the Bible principles, there's nothing that can come wrong from studying them every day. So no matter what you believe, just study with your girl and see how your life change. Boom. All right, so here's what we'd like to do. If there's not a specific topic, we like to read a chapter of Proverbs that matches the date. So today is January the 8th, and we're going to read Proverbs 8, chapter 8. Monday, really too much excitement. Peter, you better be excited you're alive. Always heckling. Good morning, Annette. Peter said, me, preach, baby. Cynthia says, truth. So listen. So here's the deal. You are an inspiration. I don't do hair, but you helped me so much. You are correct, but you have to walk the talk. Exactly. My goal for my life and for all of the people in my tribe. What's up, Terry? I got your message. I love you. I can't wait to get in the studio with you. This is the thing about us. We just need to make sure that we're actually taking action on what we learn, because a lot of times when I grew up in church, like I did grow up in church, and it was like shout time, hallelujah, everybody screaming and running around, and you go home. Sometimes as soon as you get in the car, my parents, they're human. They're not perfect, right? So I remember my parents, they used to always argue like about money, or sometimes my daddy was just grumpy because he's a military sergeant, right? And I would just be like, we just got out of church. Did y'all not hear Jesus is love? What y'all doing arguing? Right? That would be me in the backseat. See, kids paying attention, trying to figure out what you're saying if it matches your actions. And so one thing I want to be about is making sure my actions align. And here's the deal. Lakeisha Michelle is not perfect. Catch me on the wrong day, you might catch it. But I'm working on that. So we just got to make sure we put in the work. The work is applying what we learned. So let's get into it. Does not wisdom call out? That's a question. Does not wisdom call out? Somebody said, no, what does that mean? Don't you hear wisdom calling you? Wise thoughts, things that you should be doing that you're not doing. It is calling for you. So no one is able to say, I didn't know, and I don't know. Like wisdom, there are opportunities in our lives, in our experiences, in our past each day where wisdom, and remember, wisdom is applied knowledge. So wisdom is you know better, but you ain't doing better. So the scripture just says, does not wisdom call out? Don't you know what you should be doing? You talk about your business is struggling, but you ain't hustling. Wisdom is calling for you to hustle. You talk about you want to, have a better relationship with your partner, but you're ignoring them. You're not splitting time 50-50. You're not trying to see things their way. Wisdom is calling out. You say you want to be happy, but you stay being mad at somebody, even when you hear that thing that says, just let it go. But you got to stay. You got to be right. So that means you got to stay mad at that person. Scripture says, does wisdom not call out? Wisdom is applied knowledge. So that means knowledge, the right thing to do is always present typically. And if you never know what the right things to do, if you're torn between two decisions, my daddy taught me this as a child. The decision that gives you the most stress and confusion is typically the one that you should not do. So whatever gives you peace. And sometimes, but here's what's really good. Sometimes the thing that gives you a certain peace comes with the pain. Sometimes I'll give you a super simple example that isn't like a pain, but you'll get it. You'll get what I'm saying. Okay. So I got a red Jeep, a drop top Jeep. I was excited. I hadn't been paying attention. I always paid cash for things because I've been working since I was like 18. Like I've always had, my own stuff. And I always whenever I went to go apply for things, they say you don't have enough credit because I ain't been living long enough to have credit. So the habit that developed from that was just whatever I want, get the cash and pay for it. So by the time I got my Jeep, I could pay $800 a month. Brand new Jeep Wrangler, drop top. It was cute. I could pay the $800 a month. It didn't make me cringe or whatever. But then when I came into the knowledge of Dave Ramsey's teachings about interest rates and all that stuff, and I had been paying my car note twice. I had been paying 2 payments a month thinking that I was paying my car off. Come to find out, it wasn't the kind of loan that, you could pay without. So I had basically been wasting time. I didn't understand. Now here was common sense. Common sense, $800 is too much for a car note. But because I had the cash available, I just did it. And I just did it, right? I didn't think, but common sense was right there. Wisdom was right there saying, really, $800? Right? But I was like, who cares? I just surpassed the voice and said, I want it now, today, walked in, boom, got it, right? So once I came into the knowledge of credit and interest and understanding how stuff worked, I realized that even though I could make this payment, the amount of money that I was paying was highway robbery. And so the decision, it says, does not wisdom call out? And what I just said was, sometimes you're torn between a decision. Do I keep just rolling and be cute? Or do I let this car go back? And here's the deal. I didn't let it go back. I sold it. But do I make a decision that isn't always sexy? It doesn't feel good. Everybody's going to think something's wrong. And nothing was completely wrong. And here's the deal. I really didn't care what anybody thought. But there are some people who were like, well, what's going on? Why'd you get rid of your car? Because I'm smart. Because I realized that even though I could pay the note, this is not the note I should be paying. Right? And so the decision to be wise overcame my feel good stuff, and it required me to be a little uncomfortable. Now here's the uncomfortable. I love the fact that I came into the knowledge that I was paying too much. I finally understood a car loan and interest rates and all that stuff. I actually felt really empowered. I finally understood how to pay my debt down. I went from $70,000 to $20,000. Like, it was crazy. I was like, oh my God, I feel so good. I had a freaking bicycle. I went and bought a bike. Okay. And I took my car back to CarMax and I sold it to them. And the remaining balance I paid off. Right. And so I was finally free. I instantly saw more cash in my month because I was paying for something that I shouldn't have been. So the decision was to be wise and not keep doing something just because I could. And here's the deal. If you're torn between, because I had some friends who were like, you could pay it, who cares? Whatever. There were 2 decisions. Keep the car or let it go. I could keep the car because nothing bad was happening. But once I came into the knowledge of understanding a car note and interest payments, and here's the deal. Some of y'all like, I've always known. Stop acting like you always know. Somebody taught you as well. Everybody coming to knowledge at different times. And so it's just about when you find out, do you take action? And so sometimes your action is not going to be wrapped up in petals, flower petals. Sometimes the action that you take, that you need to take is, is going to be is wrapped up in a little sandpaper, but it's the right answer. It's the lesser of the 2 things, right? So that's just about making decisions, guys. Applying wisdom is literally putting your knowledge into action. So once I started doing Dave Ramsey, I was like, no, I'm not going to live, I literally took the things he was saying. I was like, man, this man is freaking smart. He kind of gets on my nerves how he sounds sometimes like he's fussing at you. That was on my nerves. But I said, let me get past that and look for understanding. See, sometimes we look at people and we're so busy looking at the person, hearing the sound of their voice. My voice could annoy you. But if you listen to the message is going to bless you. So I had to look past that And I said, well, what is he saying that I can apply to my life? So let's look at what this is saying and see what we can apply to our lives. And I just want you to understand that wisdom is applied knowledge. And I wanted to give you an example of a moment where I was torn, like, you know, I could keep the car, so it still feels right because I could pay for it. But also what's right is being fiscally responsible. Fiscally is financially responsible. Just because you have it don't mean you can, right? So I was like, okay. And it was funny because people were like, what's going on? Why you get rid of your car? See, some of y'all, sometimes you got to let the car go because it's just stressing you out paying a car note every month. I know somebody, they were like, you know what? The peaceful decision, at first they were mad because they had to let their car back. And then they realized, like, I'm so happy I'm not stressed out. That was a wise choice for them because now they can just flourish. They can receive the peace. Because let me tell you, living in stress creates sickness. And so they made a wise decision. To other people, it looked like they may be doing bad, but they're completely fine because they're not stressed trying to keep up with the Joneses. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. Keep going. So if you're just joining, we're reading Proverbs 8. It says, at the highest point along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. At the highest point along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Wisdom is who's the she, just in case y'all just coming in. It says, beside the gate leading into the city, at the entrance, she cries out. At the entrance, she cries out. To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. So this is what it's saying. Wisdom is everywhere. Wisdom is in your mind before you enter that person's house. You know you're supposed to be creeping over. Wisdom is in your mind. It's at the beginning of the entrance when you go into work. So as petty, as messy as you've been at work, wisdom is at the door saying, don't you come in here and be messy today and start confusion. Wisdom is right there before I open my mouth to spaz on somebody. And I have a choice. So what is this telling me? That everybody has a choice. We're always in choice. Choice, choice, choice. Not choice. Some people say, well, this happened to me and it wasn't my fault. You always have a choice on how you respond. Either you're going to react with no thought or you're going to take wisdom's advice and respond. I'm just saying. Let people go to cars or toys, teach. Right. So listen, it says wisdom is screaming out to everyone. It says, I raise my voice to all mankind. Okay, so it didn't say wisdom is only for purple people, blue people, orange people, green people. What does it say? Somebody tell me, who is it available to? Somebody in the comments tell me, who is wisdom available to? Who is it tugging? Whose heart is it tugging at? Did they specify a specific like race, gender, religion, all these things we try to do to separate ourselves? It's so crazy how we love separating ourselves. Like, who is it available to? Let me see in the comments right now. It says, I raise my voice to all, right, mankind. Thank you, Keisha. All mankind. Okay, so you have no excuse. You who are simple gain prudence. You who are foolish set your hearts on it. That's good. I love it. Queen of Weave says, everybody. Nakisha says, wisdom tugs at all humans. Yes. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Nakisha. Hey, what's up, Kayla Monroe? Listen, it says everyone. Nobody's exempt. Right. The Holy Spirit is a gentleman. You have to be able to hear his voice. And right. Listen, wisdom is the Holy Spirit. God is in everybody. And so people look for this, oh, God told me. And it's really just that calm, gentle word inside of you that you know it's the right way. The intuition, that's the Holy correction. All of that is the Holy Spirit. People try to make it such a science, like it's available to some and it's not available to others, and it's available to everyone. You just have to tune in, which will require you to turn off some stuff. If you can't hear the voice of wisdom inside of you, that means you got too much going on. Sometimes if it's too much noise, too much music, that ain't the right kind of music. If it's too much TV shows, that's just drama. I have to cut that stuff off because I can't hear what I'm supposed to be focusing on, what I should be doing, my next turn, learn. A lot of times we're waiting on the voice of the Lord, but every day you fill in your life with foolishness on TV, on social media. You have to cut that stuff off so that you can hear, because it's available to everyone. It's available to everyone. It says, to you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You're my brother, you're my sister, and you and I, we both get to have wisdom. All right? We both are chased by wisdom. You who are simple gain prudence. Now somebody said, well, what is prudence? Let's ask Siri. Definition of prudence.
Prudence means the quality of being prudent, cautiousness.
Ooh, cautiousness. So let's read it again and replace the word. See, some of y'all didn't do school like this. When I was a straight A student, I like to pride myself. I'm an excellent student, and it's because I always didn't shy away from something that I didn't understand. I did some research. I used my context clues. You know what I'm saying? I use definitions and synonyms and stuff so I can figure it out, because I don't want to be lost. I had a lot of people fight before me so they can read and understand some things. So it's the least I could do is get understanding. So listen, it says, you who are simple gain prudence or cautiousness. So sometimes we try to overcomplicate things. You ever been somewhere where people just try to be so complicated and fancy? We're going to come into this meeting and we're going to take our, this and that. When they start talking like that, that's all I hear is, and I feel like they're going like this. I'm more important to you and I am smarter than everyone. Boo, you're boring me. Like literally just be simple. What we're going to do is walk in. This is the outcome. This is what we're going to, very, very simple. It says, you who are simple gain cautiousness. Because sometimes we need to be a little cautious before we just jump into things. See, when you jump into things, now sometimes you need to jump into things. Some of y'all waiting, it's time to jump. But in general, you want to be cautious. And listen, cautiousness doesn't mean wait 20 years for a sign. But being cautious and paying attention is very, very powerful. It says, you who are simple gain cautiousness. You who are foolish set your hearts on it. Well, what is it? Let's read the sentence again. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Well, what is it? Somebody tell me what the it is. Foolishness. Because if you are constantly chasing foolery, some people you ever have a friend, all they want to do is hang out and kick it. Say, man, it's more to life than kicking it. Have you kicked your savings account? Did that sucker sound empty and hollow? Have you kicked some investments? Have you kicked your business into shape? Have you kicked your body into shape? Have you kicked your mind into shape? Stop trying to kick it and do foolishness 24/7. I always want to key with me. I got things to do. Okay, I'm cautious about my time. I'm trying to make the best of it because we all got time the same 24 hours. So it's just about how we manage it. So you have to be cautious and not just attend to foolish things and be obsessed with foolery. Y'all know what foolery is? Foolery. Okay, so listen. It says, listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. I have trustworthy things to say. Wisdom says you can trust me. Wisdom says you can trust me. Sometimes we're so easy to hand over our hearts to someone that we just met, but we ignore wisdom that is inside of us, guiding us, there for our success. Here's what I want to get to in this scripture today. So I'm gonna hurry up and read through. It says, I have trustworthy things to say. So trust your voice is what it's saying, because wisdom is inside of you. It's your voice that you hear. It's God's spirit. God is in me. God is in you. We're made in his image and his likeness. You were born and built powerful. No matter what environment you were born into, environments shape our thoughts and our habits. But at the end of the day, at our core, you and I are extremely powerful. And it is our life's work to figure out how to tap into all of that so it can come out of us, so we can inspire the next person to be as powerful as they were born to be. So it says, my mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. I don't like bad things. I'm only going to give you truth. Some of you guys are so busy trusting others with your heart and with your voice. Trust yourself is what it's saying. I'm inside of you. Trust me, because I'm only going to give you what's right. Sometimes we're in a dilemma. Maybe it's a relationship. When I was in an abusive relationship, I knew it was wrong. Wisdom was in my heart saying, this is not right. When he told me he would never do it again, wisdom instantly said, he's lying. There were so many moments that I just decided not to listen to because I didn't understand how powerful I was. And so I leaned on this idiot who was a coward abusing me physically, emotionally. But I wasn't listening to my inside, right? So understanding that the voice is always there. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be anything other than yourself. The voice of wisdom is always there. And she loves you and she supports you. And she's only going to tell you what's right. This is what it says. And here's the deal. I know because I have life experiences to validate these statements to be true, right? And so it says, all the words of my mouth are just. None of them are crooked or perverse. So wisdom is like, look, I ain't going to lead you wrong, baby. I got you. Wisdom is telling us this. How come when a man said it feels so good, but when wisdom said, we be like, well, that ain't sexy enough. So then it says, to the discerning of them, to the discerning, all of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. To the discerning, discernment is a powerful thing. Discerning something or someone, discernment is like intuition. When you use your discernment, your ability to kind of see. See, some of y'all walk past your discernment. Some people have a strong gift of discernment, but you overlook it because you be thinking, well, I can't be this powerful. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this thing that I hear and feel strongly. You ever meet somebody and you be like, I don't get a good vibe about them. And then you still kick it with them. And then all of a sudden something pop off and you go, I knew something was wrong about that person. You passed your discernment up. Right? And so it says, to the discerning, all of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. I'm going to read verse 10 again. Choose my instruction instead of silver. Sometimes we go for the shiny thing when we really should be choosing instruction. Sometimes we go for the thing that's supposed to make us rich quick. Gold. Which gold is amazing, right? But it says first, before you choose gold, choose instruction. Why? Because when you obtain the gold, then you know how to act with it. You ever see somebody get a whole bunch of gold, money, whatever, fame, wealth, and it goes down the drain? Why? Because they didn't obtain wisdom to help them navigate life with gold. Ooh, that's good. That's good. So it says, for wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you can desire can compare with her. So nothing you desire compares with wisdom. What's up, Brenda? Nothing you desire compares with wisdom. So everything that I want actually starts once I gain instruction and wisdom. So, no, it's okay. So it says, I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. What is prudence again? Somebody tell me what is prudence again in the comments. It says, I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. What is prudence again? What is prudence again? Anybody remember what the word means? Let's see in the comments. I love you. You're smart and funny. Thank you, Tamara. Wisdom is common sense. Exactly. Nikisha says, right. Everybody is privileged if they tap in. Exactly. See, we're so busy worried about what other people have versus our culture or other. Everybody is privileged. Because wisdom is saying right here is that it's better than silver and gold. So you can acquire these things at points in your life, but I don't want to acquire those things without wisdom because I want to receive the best, right? So prudence is cautiousness, right? So it says, I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence or cautiousness. Remember, prudence means cautiousness, okay? To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior, perverse speech. So it's saying like, listen, when you understand how powerful God is, you ain't worried about that other stuff. You like, ooh, I can't mess up with him because I know what he wants for my life. I know how powerful I am because of him. So I'm going to just chill over here and I'm not going to be bothered with what does it say? Evil behavior and perverse speech and arrogance and pride and anger and bitterness. I'm not going to worry about those things because I understand that if I just sit over here, that's what's going to be popping for me. My life and everything that I want starts over here. Okay? It says counsel and sound judgment are mine. Wisdom says that I will help you. Okay? I will help counsel you. I will give you sound judgment. I'll help you make wise choices. It says, but me, kings reign. Oh, by me, kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. I don't know about y'all, but I want to make wise decisions like kings. I want to reign. You know what a reign is? A reign is not an election where it's just 4 years. Do y'all get that? Or did that go? When you reign, it's not a presidency that you got to be re-voted for every 4. Did y'all understand that? I don't know. Annette, I know you got me. Annette, we be here, girl. We here. Do y'all understand that? By me, we're kings and queens, right? You don't have to be all specific. Rulers, we're reigning over your. That's the whole. Look at reigning. And this ain't R-A-I-N. This is R-E-I-G-N. Okay, it's reign. Rulers issue decrees that are just. So what happens is you're a leader and you are using, again, common sense, and you're just, you're fair. You're using smart declarations. It says rulers issue decrees that are just. It means that you ain't just spouting off this and that. You are a decree is a declaration. When you declare something, it's just, it's fair. Right? And so whether it's you disciplining your kids or you in a relationship or you at work being a boss, reigning is different. It's so good. It's so yummy. Okay, so listen. By me, princes govern and nobles, all who rule the earth. So let's work on reigning, okay? Because you can't cut that off. That's like infinite. That's good. That's kingdom conversation right there. It says, I love those who love me. Wisdom loves those who love me. So guess what? If you feel like you don't have it, seek it and it will love you. How do you seek wisdom? You look for the knowledge that's in your heart, things you know you should be doing. So yummy. So yummy. What? I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. So again, it ain't just for this person or that person. It ain't for this person or that person. It is literally for everyone. It is for everyone. Everyone. It says, with me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and poverty. Who? Enduring wealth. That means it's going to last. With wisdom are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. Okay, I think I said that right. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. So with wisdom comes all the things that we want. Everybody want to be rich and famous. You get that, right? And famous is relative. What I mean is you want to be prosperous. Nobody have to ever know my name, okay? I ain't trying to be rich. I just want to be, wealthy, okay? It's not rich and famous. It's wealthy. Wealthy is different from rich. Wealth and prosperity come from wisdom. So I'm chasing that girl. I'm chasing her. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. So wisdom will give you everything you need. So as you can see, reading through Proverbs 8 is very, very long. But if you read, it ain't very, very long. It's not that much more, but we try to keep this at 30 minutes. Listen, as you can see, reading here, it just lets you know that wisdom has your back. Trust your intuition. Use discernment. Understand that cautiousness is a good thing, and wisdom will yield to you, which means it will give you the things that you desire and then some. It will allow you to reign over things in your life. You want to reign successfully over the things in your life, right? It's so powerful. It's just telling us that we need to chase it, and then everything will chase us. It will follow. It will follow. Everything will follow wisdom. So get wisdom, and here come all. And here's how you do that throughout the day. And here come all day. every single hour. You know what? I was gonna shop, but I need to actually put this in savings. I was gonna, go off, but I decided not to. I was going to, just start this thing. I have nothing about it. So let me spend a day or two getting some education, and understanding is, whatever. Like, whatever it is, go through your day and look for, I was bound to do this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I was bound to do this, I'm gonna go. Like, be smart. Right? Because you are smart, no matter what people told you. When I was growing up, somebody used to tell me, you're just dim-witted. I used to piss because I was like, I'm not dumb. I don't even know what dim-wit is. And I'm not stupid. So I'm not receiving that. Right? But people will try to tear you down. People will say, you stupid, you ugly, you dumb. You ain't got this. You think you ought to do whatever. And all you got to do is remember to apply wisdom. Because it's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the wisest person in the room. Because wise people hire smart people. So listen, you ain't got to be everything, but you definitely need to be wise. All right, and then everything else that you want, you will obtain. It's just the way that it works. We thank God for the word today. We thank God for the tea today. I'm drinking coffee today, y'all. We thank God for it. And we're going to apply it. Let's just all commit to applying our knowledge in every area. When you go to work today, what is it you know that you really have behind doing? Go ahead and go full out on what you know. Apply what you know. Say you got to go practice and study. Really apply. Look for opportunity to apply what you know and you've been practicing so you can be the best version of yourself today and every single day. In your parenting, look and see, okay, what do I know that I should be doing that's going to enhance my child's life? Because this is my child. I'm responsible for this person for the next X amount of years or whatever, right? And really, to me, parenting is a lifetime thing. But understand that how can I apply knowledge that I know to help this person be better? In your relationship, how can I apply what I've learned about this person to bring out the best version of them? That is a selfless thing you can do. And then, and what else you receive, the person knows you're starting to apply things to them so they can be better. They're going to apply things to you so you can be better, and then you grow. So applying wisdom is a lifestyle. And I'm just asking, let's be in this lifestyle together. Thank you guys for watching Good Tea for Life in the Morning with Girl Lakeisha Show. I love this conversation. It's going to go forever and ever because it helps us better. And if I say something to inspire you in the morning time, I will. That inspires me. I'm inspired to be a better daughter, and I'm inspired to be a better teacher. And we're just going to keep staying rolling. Get understanding. I understand. Morning, everyone. Apply into everything situation. Exactly. Good morning. Good morning, guys. I love you all. I'll be on later today at noon Central, which is right around the corner. And we're going to be talking about business success because that's exciting. And we created a new class yesterday if you were on the live stream yesterday. So I got to tell you guys about it. I'm super excited. You helped me from day one. Thank you, Brother Woods. Tiki says 12. Yes, 12 noon Central. I'll be back. 43 minutes. I'll see y'all in a minute. She says, I'm there. Super excited. I love you. I really do. I love you. I don't have to see you, touch you. Know that we're all here with the same mission. I love each and every one of you. I think I subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Facebook don't have any more requests. You have to like page. Yeah, I'll be back. This is every morning during the weekday. Holla.